Hello all, welcome to the automatedscript.com, the easiest and finest way to start your automation testing. To stay up to date with my latest videos and cool automation tips, please make sure you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am Mahesh and I am Senior Test Automation Architect with 14 plus years of experience in software test automation. And my goal today is to help you understand and clear the difference between JVM, JRE and JDK. Let's start. So once we heard these JVM, JRE and JDK terms, so JVM itself means a Java virtual machine. It is a specification where working of Java virtual machine is specified, but implementation provides independent to choose the algorithm. Its implementation has been provided by Sun and other companies. When we say implementation, it is nothing but a computer program that meets the requirements of the JVM specification. So we can say it will help to the runtime instance. That means whenever you write a Java code on the command prompt to run the Java class, an instance of JVM is created. Then we can see this is a JRE, that is Java Runtime Environment, and also we can return this as a Java RT. The Java Runtime Environment provides the minimum requirements for executing a Java application. It consists of Java virtual machine, core classes and supporting files. If you can see in the diagram, so JRE holds JVM plus libraries. Then JRE is an installation package which provides environment to only run the Java program. I am repeating again, it is used to only run the Java program onto your machine. JRE is only used by them who only wants to run the Java program, that is the end user of your system. Then we come to the JDK. If you can see on the diagram itself, you can see here JDK holds JRE and JRE by default holds JVM. JDK additionally holds development tools. And JDK full form is Java Development Kit. It is a kit which provides the environment to develop and execute the program. I repeat again, it will help you to develop and execute your Java program. JDK is a kit, okay, and the kit holds development tools plus JRE. Now let's move to the next. We'll go individual one by one with JVM first, that is Java Virtual Machine. It is a very important part of both JDK and JRE because it is contained or inbuilt in both. Whatever Java program you run using JRE or JDK, it goes into JVM and JVM is responsible for executing the Java program line by line. Hence, it is known as an interpreter. JVM acts as a runtime engine to run your Java application. JVM is the one that actually calls the main method present in your Java code. I'll explain in my future tutorial what is main method. It has a main task, loads the code, verifies the code, executes the code, and provides the runtime environment. Let's move to the JRE. JRE acronym, it stands for Java Runtime Environment, and it is an installation package which provides environment to only run the Java program. JRE is only used by them who only wants to run the Java program. JRE consists of some of the components like deployment technologies, that is including deployment Java Web Start and Java plugin. Then user interface toolkits like your Swing, Java 2D, accessibility, image, IO, then print services, sound, drag and drop, etc. Then integration libraries, it holds integration libraries like Java database connectivity, JDBC, then interface definition language, IDL, then Java naming and directory interface, JNDI, and likewise. It holds other base libraries as well, like extension mechanism, Beans, Java management extension, that is JMX, Java native interface, JNI, and all. It holds language and util based libraries as well, that is versioning, zip, instrument, management, language and util, then login, then preferences, all those. And additionally, it holds a JVM, which we already saw, that is it is nothing but Java hotspot client and server virtual machine. Now let's move to the JDK. JDK is a Java development kit. It's a kit which provides an environment to develop and execute the Java program. It has two things, that is development tools as well as JRE. So JDK, if you wanted to start your automation, if you wanted to start your development, something you wanted to develop, then definitely JDK needs to be installed on your machine. Now we'll see the usage of all these three. When we say usage, JVM is used to just provide a runtime environment. JRE is used to run the code, and JDK is used to run the code plus a programming. Now, high level, if you wanted to see that JDK holds Java P, Java C, and Java. That is documentation, Java debugger, Java compiler. When we say and the JRE, so JRE holds your system libraries plus JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, and JVM holds your interpreter and a JIT, that is just-in-time compilation. So let's move to the next. So here I'm going to explain you the JVM execution engine. When we say JVM execution engine, that execute the .class file, that is a bytecode. Bytecode is nothing but which human cannot understand. It's a .class file holds all your bytecode. It reads the bytecode line by line, use data and information present in various memory area, and execute those instructions. It can be classified in a different parts. The first part is your interpreter. Interpreter means it interprets the bytecode line by line and then executes. The disadvantages here is of the interpreter is that when one method is called multiple times, every time interpretation is required. Then second part is a just-in-time compiler, that is JIT. It is used to increase the efficiency of interpreter. It compiles the entire bytecode and changes it to the native code. So whenever interpreters see repeated method calls, JIT provide direct native code for that part. So reinterpretation is not required, thus efficiency is improved. And the third part is your garbage collector. It destroys unreferenced objects. For more garbage collection, I will refer into my further or future videos. So that's all about as of now in JVM, JRE and JDK. So I hope this is clear, the differences. So thank you for watching this video. Send me any question or if you have any question, just mention in the comment below and I'll try to answer as many I can. Also, if you would like to suggest anything that I can cover in my next video, then please let me know in comment again, and I'd like to do my best to make it happen. In the next tutorial, I am going to explain how to download and install Java. Also, if you feel this video is relevant, then please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.